Hey, welcome back to Lengthened Cocktails. Tonight we're going to make the Negroni Swizzle. This is something I haven't seen too much online. I think only like Steve the bartender has done a video on this, and it's kind of surprising because it's such a good drink. Negronis are one of my favorite cocktails, hands down, because there's so many things that you can do to mix it up, change it up, and really make it your own, and the Negroni Swizzle falls like right into that category. It was created by Giuseppe Gonzalez in New York, who happened to also create the Trinidad Sour, which is one of my favorite like weird cocktails to make. But anyway, about the Negroni Swizzle, it's pretty good. Tonight I'm going to use, instead of Campari, I'm going to use Select because it is my favorite red bitter. It's my favorite in Negronis, favorite in, a Select spritz, and really, again, it's my favorite red bitter that I've had so far. And I did a Negroni taste testing video, Select won. You should watch it. I'll leave a link below to it. Great video in my opinion. Very informative to me, to what red bitters I liked. Then I'm going to use some sweet vermouth. I'm going to use this Cinzano. Actually, I didn't like this a while ago, and I did a bunch of vermouth testing, and this Cinzano actually turned out to be pretty good. It stood up really well on its own. It's not my favorite, which is still Punta Mez, but this one is really good, really tasty, and best yet, it's pretty affordable at like $15 a bottle. And then for the gin, I'm going to use this Wolf Lane Tropical Gin. I like this. It's from Australia. It's got some tropical notes, and because it's summertime and, I've been doing a lot of tiki themed cocktails, and while this isn't a tiki cocktail with this tonight, it is kind of, it's a swizzle, so it's like in the ballpark, I find. And then we're going to use a splash of soda water. I'm going to use the San Pellegrino because it's what I have, and I think it's pretty good. And it's Italian, and the Negroni's Italian, it works. Anyway, we're going to build this right in the glass, so let's get started with that. All right, our first ingredient will be 1 ounce of our sweet vermouth. 1 ounce of our red bitter. Again, I'm using Select because, in my opinion, it's the best. 1 ounce of our gin. This is a nice tropical gin. I think it works really well in this drink, and it's summertime, which means it really works. All right, because this is a swizzle, I'm going to start by putting this in my glass so it's underneath the ice. I'm going to try to neatly put a bunch of ice in here. All right, let's swizzle that down. Really get it good and mixed up. I really miss my bar mat, gotta be honest. Like, this glass shifts everywhere. I don't have my bar mat here. Word of the wise, get a bar mat. It makes this so much easier. I don't know if the glass or my countertop has more ice at this point, but we're gonna keep going. All right, that seems pretty good and swizzled to me. I'm gonna top this up with a little bit of soda water. All right, let's go ahead and try our Negroni Swizzle. This is, very, very tasty. It's very complex like any Negroni, but I feel it's a little bit lighter, and I love the little bit touch of carbonation to it. You get all the nice bitter notes from the Select, and again, it is my favorite, so I am very partial to it. But it's got a nice, it's like a richer bitter flavor. It's not as thin, I feel, as Campari. I don't know how to describe that necessarily besides that, but it's got a bigger, bolder flavor without being overly bitter. The vermouth is great. It's bringing in a little bit of thickness and sweetness to it, and obviously I love that tropical gin. I feel like it's adding the right amount of like fruit notes to it while bringing the classic botanicals that you want from a gin. To me, this is a great, refreshing way to have a Negroni like midday poolside than like a normal classic Negroni. This is it for me. I love it. I think it's really tasty. I think you should try it. Let me know what you think. If you like the video, please like and subscribe, and I'm gonna enjoy this nice Negroni Swizzle. You should too. Cheers.